show goes on.
That's right, that's right. I just have to tell this one funny thing about a conductor. In Maracaibo, this is a really good orchestra, and you know there were Europeans and South Americans and everything in there. Mm-hmm. Well, we had a Russian woman come from Russia.
Conductor?
She was a big deal Russian. She thought nothing was good except Russia, and so she came in, and she had been in Caracas a week before. And everybody hated her. They just hated her. She says, she's so egotistical. She's just horrible. She came to our orchestra, you know, with this. We knew about her. She really was a nasty person, really nasty. There were two funny things happened. One was we had this Italian harpist who really, she didn't know anything but Italian, you know, and big kind of heavy-set woman, lived in her own world. And she started playing something, and the conductor would get mad and all, and she'd just go ahead and play it. It was really, really funny. But the funniest thing was, you know, there's an order to what you are going to play in the concert, right? And we had rehearsed that. Somehow, when we got to the concert, she pulled the wrong piece of music out, and we started playing one thing, and she started conducting this other thing. I mean, literally, it was completely different from what we started playing, and everybody just, it was so funny. We were so happy that this happened because she was such a nasty person, you know.
But what did she stop?
We stopped, and then she pulled the other thing out, you know, and here, you know, her ego went away. Yeah. I mean, everybody in the orchestra just laughed. You couldn't not laugh.
During a concert?
Yes, at the beginning of her big concert, she really flubbed. I think everybody laughed then. I mean, the orchestra laughed because everybody hated her. You know, it was really something.
Okay.
So you never know what's going to happen.
So that's behind the scenes.
That's behind the scenes.
Sometimes it happens in front of the scene. Behind the scenes happens in front of the scene.
Well, that's kind of was she not prepared? I mean, she didn't prepare in her mind.
Did she do the same concert in Caracas as she did
I had no idea. I don't know what she did. She might have. But how can you make a mistake like that? I've never heard that before.
No, that's pretty crazy.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Especially for a professional.
Who thinks she's above everybody.
Well, plus I'm sure she decided what the order of the concert would be.
I'm sure she did. Yeah.
Okay. Was it Russian music?
I don't remember. Probably, Russian? I think some of it was, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I don't remember what it was now. Some of it was Russian. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of unique.
Yeah,
that was funny. I mean, that was funny to the orchestra because no one deserved it more than she did for some dumb thing to happen like that.
Well, maybe it was a humbling experience for her.
Well, it should have been.
To be a little more.
She probably found somebody to blame. I don't know.
Yeah, that's possible because people like that do.
I know.
Find fault and then blame.
So this is the other thing. You're prepared. You got to prepare yourself because you don't know what the other people are going to do or say or act, or your stand partner or the drunken conductor or whatever. So you have to be prepared, and you have to do that behind the scenes.
Right.
You have to prepare all day long, you know, and that you know your part and your physical abilities, and that you're not hungry, starving.
For like doing singing auditions, you should be able to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and do your piece.
Yes.
Well, it's true. Okay.
Right.
I mean, maybe it wouldn't sound so great at 3 o'clock in the morning, but the point of the thing is, you do have to be so prepared that you can be in any situation and still do it. And that is something you do slightly learn with experience. Mm-hmm. Because I think that that's for me. Mm-hmm. And I do remember one thing that stood out for me when I was doing that opera in Pescia, and it was double cast, and I had done my performance the night before, and the second night this other girl was going to sing, and you and I went down to Siena. Mm-hmm. First we went to Florence, where we drove to the market because I wanted to
the car right in the middle of the market.
And I left you in the car, and I ran in to buy a black leather backpack, which I wanted. And then we drove down to Siena, and it was like 100 degrees or something, and it was really dry and really hot.
And we walked
We walked around. Siena is, you know, only a walking town, and we ate outside where they do the horse races. So then we got back, and it was like dinner time, and they're like, "Oh, they're looking for you, Kathleen." I thought they were all kidding. You know, like, and then I found out, you know, that I had to sing that night. But I went on and I thought I sang better that night than I did the previous night, even though I was dehydrated and tired and, you know, still dealing with my disease at that point and figure out how to live with it and all that stuff. And that really helped me see that because I was prepared and had practiced and figured everything out, that I was able to go on and save the show.
That's right.
So,
yes, be prepared. Be prepared.
But the point is, yes, you're prepared, but through experience, you learn these.
Yes, that's right.
So
you have to get out and perform.
It's true. I can get up at any time of the day and sing, and I can do it in all these weird places because I don't sing, although I do repeat things, it's places. I do sing at a lot of many different places. It's always different. It's always a different look. Everything is, you know, everything is so different.
Yes.
And, you know, I go to like 200 places.
Yes.
So that's a very different thing. But I need to know that I do my thing when it's the time, that it's me and...
Yes.
And I'm there and I do my thing and there it is.
So, very good.
So this has been our week of behind the scenes. Yes, musicians do get paid for all this work.
They certainly do, but I mean, now they get paid better. When I was doing it, they didn't get paid that much. But it was an interesting life, and I kept thinking, I get paid for doing this? I love